Hello and welcome back to another tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be doing the Silverfish from Minecraft. So this is what we should get by the end of it. Ignore the black lines, they won't show up in the render. So you can see, they don't show up. So just ignore those. There'll be a slight bit of animating. You'll make this a lot better than mine. For the tail. Okay. So it's pretty much just a little bone structure. So let's start then. So go to create tab, geometry, and create a box, and we'll start with the nose. So set it to the length to 4, the width to 7, and the height to 5. And then you can either create another box or hold down Shift and on the Y-axis move it over. And make sure it's a copy and not an instance. And change this one to 4, length 4, width 9, and height 7. And again, copy it over. And set this one to length 7, width 10, and height 7. Wait, no, 10. Change the width to 13 and change the height to 10 and move it over a bit. You can make this better afterwards. And then again move it over and make it length 5, width 10 and height 7. Again, make this one length 8, width 8, height 5. And again, copy it over. And make the length 6, the width 5, and the height 4. Then again, copy it over. Make it the length 6, the width 4, and the height 3. And that's pretty much it for that, and we'll need to copy it over again. So copy it over, rotate it by about 90 degrees, move it up so that's about center. Change the length to about 3, the width to 3, the height to about 5 ish, and then make sure you got angle snap toggle on. Rotate it about 45 degrees and then 90 degrees in the other direction as well. And we pretty much should have the perfect shape for the silverfish. So I won't go into the UV mapping because I show that in every single other tutorial, so I'll leave the skin template in the description. So let's continue on. So now we're going to create the fin at the top. So we're just going to take the middle, the big head bit, and just on the Z-axis, holding Shift, move it up, and change the width to 3 and the height to 3 as well. You may want to make it smaller, so be 2 by 2. And then change the length segments to 3. Then right click and convert to editable poly. And under selection we're going to choose the red square, so the polygon one, and then we're just going to click the top polygon here, and under edit polygons you should have an option for extrude, so click the little black box by the extrude button and set it to 2 and just press the tick button, and now you have the fin. It's going to be a very quick tutorial. So you can either simply go into pressing M, you go into the material editor and just apply a random material to it. Same for the fin, the tail as well, the back, and using the assign material selection from it's the third icon from the left, and change the diffuse to a darker color. And that should be good enough for that. So now we just need to create the slight tail movement. So what we're going to do is create that. So going to the Create tab, Systems, and click on Bones. I'm going to turn on Snaps toggle. I'm going to right click on that. And I'm going to make sure Vertex is ticked and make sure Grid Points isn't, because by default it is. Make sure that is. And now we're just going to select here, 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 and here. And then right click when you've got to the very end of it. And yes, it's in the wrong, it's going at a diagonal pattern, but we can fix that. So once you've got the 1, 2, 3, 4 bones, go to Animation, Bone Tools, and click on Bone Edit Mode. And then we're just going to move on the X-axis so that it's straight for each one of these. And you may want to make sure it's rotated correctly. There you go. And then what you're going to simply do is turn off Bone Edit Mode, and using the Select and Move tool, we're just going to and turn off a Snap toggle. I'm just going to move this to about the center, and down press F3 if you want to make it so you can see through it. You may want to move it up a bit as well. And then using the Select and Link tool, which should be in the top left hand corner. It might be off the screen here, but it's the link tool. It's looks like a symbol of a link. It should be underneath the Autodesk logo. It should be about green or something. And then just holding down the link tool, just link it to the head, the big head. So, and then what you're going to do is link these other boxes to the bone that's inside it. You may want to press F3 to make sure that you can see through. Yeah. Okay, and also link the rest of the boxes as well to the head if it hasn't already. So that includes the front two boxes and the one at the top. And then moving the big head should move the entire thing. If it doesn't, that means you haven't got things linked, so clearly I haven't got this here linked. So I just have to link it. Same for the two boxes at the end. And there we go. So move it again. As you can see, it works. So that's pretty much it, but I'll show you now how to make it so that it wiggles a bit. So select the top bone and the next bone and the next bone and the next bone and the next bone, or select all the bones. So you could right click and select similar, and that will give all the bones selected. And then you're going to want to go and click on the key icon, which should be down here. Just click on that, and at frame 5, I'm going to say 5. So click the key icon again. Now turn on auto key, so it should go red. If it isn't red, it's not auto key. And on frame 5, now that we've keyed it, we're just going to move these in a random rotation slightly. So I'd say about maximum of 15 or 10. So it's up to you. You can make it even more like that. Now, as you'll see, the boxes have these big gaps here. So once you've done all your UV mapping in that, and you're fine with that, what you can do is select these boxes here and just right click and convert to editable poly. And we're just going to move the face that is showing. So this one here, I've selected it using the polygon selection tool, modify panel, and using local movement. Make sure it's local. If it's not local, it'll be in a straight line. I'm just going to move this until it's completely filled the gap. So just do that for each one. So make sure you've done the UV mapping before. It might stretch it a bit, but as long as it's not too much of a movement, it shouldn't be too noticeable. So now we've done that, you're going to probably want to make sure it repeats. So you can select similar again, so just choose the top bone and right click, select similar, and then we're going to go to graph editor, curve editor, with those bones selected. As you can see, we've got all these lines here, so we're just going to select them all. So and then we're going to go to controller, we're going to go to out of range types, and we're going to select ping pong. So choose both here, ping pong, and click OK, and it should now repeat. You're definitely going to probably want to make it a lot more more wiggle than mine, but and you don't have to just have two keyframes. You could have 3 or 4, or as many as you want, and then you can have them repeat over and over again from all 3. And you can change this as well. So I could move this to 10 instead, and it'll repeat every 10 frames instead of 5 by just simply moving this. So that's pretty much it for this. Make sure you name them. You may also want to select everything to do with the silverfish and go to group, group it, and just go to silverfish, which will make it much easier to move it around. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this tutorial. It's a very quick tutorial. I may not be able to bring out a tutorial as quickly at the moment, as I've got a few Minecraft parodies in the works, so I'm going to try and focus on those. So hopefully they'll be very good. Nighttime got 500,000 views, so anyone who's watching these videos that's watched it, thank you. Hope you liked it. I've improved on my animation because it wasn't the best, so hopefully my next Minecraft parody will be far better. So thank you for watching. If you've got any questions, leave it in the comments and I will try and help you. And I'll leave the skin and template in the description. So thank you for watching. Bye.